welcome from the YT Ministry Studio with your host, the Right Reverend IRA Markum Divine, sharing words of enlightenment with insightful and uplifting topics that bring gems of truth and wisdom, giving hope and confidence to an uncertain, unstable, and troubled world, with daily episodes of Day by Day. Brought to you by Easy Art. Hey, it's easy. And now, Reverend Divine.
Thank you, Alan, for your refreshing comments. Everybody, welcome to January 23rd, Day by Day episode. Once again, put the microphone up. I could put it down, but it was scratching on my my vest there. Okay, everybody, for the 22nd, here we go. Glory in the Lord, O worshipers of God, rejoice, search for Him and for His strength, and keep on searching. Jerome, one of the early Christians, said, ignorance of the Bible means ignorance of Christ. Job once said, I have esteemed the words of His mouth more than my necessary food. Jeremiah said, Thy words were found, and I did eat them, and Thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of mine heart. To read the Bible, one needs a quiet time. Christian students often ask, how do you maintain your spiritual high? What do you do on a daily basis? I tell them about my quiet time. Some days it is in the early, sometimes late morning, sometimes evening. Without it, my Christian life would be a wilderness. Isaiah said, They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So gain the strength of eagles, as the prophet suggested. Set a time each day when you can spend a few minutes alone with God. Prayer for the day, January 23rd. Dear Lord, teach us to wait upon you, that we may know your strength. Sneak peek, January 24th. Go and make disciples in all nations. Christian missions is unique in the aggressive movements of history. Christianity in its pure form has no axe to grind, no system to foster, and no profit motivation. Okay, we'll continue with the 24th tomorrow on the 24th. And on to the Dare to Think Bigger checklist. And I wanted to make a point of giving out the number again if you want to look into this book or any others that the Billy Graham organization has, and their toll-free number is 1-887-247 2426. If you just touch this microphone, it makes a scratching noise. And excuse me when I do that in the beginning of the episode. I put the microphone down there next to the speaker so I can record, so it records the introduction, and then I have to pick the microphone up and put it on my head. So we'll get things streamlined a little better here one day, God willing. I like that thought though. Set a time each day when you can spend a few minutes alone with God. That's what people are missing these days. They don't take that quiet time. Some do, but a lot of people don't. They don't understand that. It's like we're so absorbed in our world from a day-to-day basis that we get away from our spiritual core, and we forget to go back to it. We've lost it. there's something there, but it's like the flame is about ready to go out, people. And that's what happens. We get consumed by our jobs, we get consumed by our environment, our relationships, and we don't set that time aside to basically refresh ourselves, to recharge. It's important. And so consider those words. I hope it does some good for you. And today's checklist for the 24th, yesterday was it was for the 23rd. Yesterday, the 22nd, let your creative work be your inner playmate. That was an interesting one. For the 23rd on the checklist, do it big or stay in bed. Do it big or stay in bed. How about that? Okay. So in other words, don't bother yourself getting out of bed if you ain't gonna do it big, brothers and sisters. All right, do it big or stay in bed. And on that, I wish you well. Peace, happiness, good vibes, and all that. Happy tubing. Tube you later. God bless you now and forever, day by day. See you real soon.